Hello students, this is Dr.NoorNigar and today I am going to summarize chapter 4 of Carvalho. Now, what happens in this lesson, in this chapter? One morning, Mandana, he visits the narrator's house and he informs him that a minister who was also the chairman of the Khadi board was visiting Mudigere soon. He requested the narrator to write an application to the minister, urging him to appoint Mandana as a beekeeper of the society. Mandana handed over an application form and a blank sheet of paper. So basically, Mandana has gone to visit the narrator to request him to write a job application for him so that he could give that application to the minister who was visiting Mudikere soon. Now, the narrator asked Mandana why he had to come all the way to Mudikere. Is there no one in his place to write this application for him? And then Mandana informs the narrator that his guru, Carvalho, he calls Carvalho his guru, had gone to Bombay to visit his daughter, who had all of a sudden fallen ill. So Carvalho was not there to write the application for him. And also his townsman, his name was Norway Ramya. His name was actually Ramya, but because he was from Norway, he was called Norway Ramya. He also lived at the place where the narrator lived. So Mandana explained that he has come to meet his friend. He thought he will also get his work done. That is, he would get the narrator to write the application and also he could meet his friend. Now then, the narrator goes on to speak about Carvalho. So who was Carvalho? We come to know from this chapter that Carvalho was an officer at the Paddy Research Center. He was a great botanist. He was also an entomologist of great renown. He was a very famous entomologist. Many planters and large landlords, they flaunted their acquaintance with Carvalho to impress others. That means many planters in that area and many landlords, what they said is they know Carvalho very well in order to impress others. And the narrator, that is why, thought that Carvalho was a great man. Now, Norway, what is Norway? Norway was Mandana's town. It is a place from where Mandana came. This Norway was located at the hills of the Sahyadri mountain range. It had very dense forest, but according to Mandana, his town was not a beautiful place located in the hills. Rather, he believed that his town had nothing but only trees. And there was rain all the time, there were bloody leeches, and there were harvest destroying wild beasts in Norway. Whereas the narrator thought, this place to be a very beautiful place, the place from where Mandana belonged to. And then Mandana asks the writer, the author, does he keep bees? To which the narrator was a little surprised. He has heard about keeping dogs and cats, but never heard of keeping bees. And then Mandana explains, see, there is no need to look after the bees. They don't need to be fed or watered like dogs and cats have to be done. Only if the queen bee is kept in the box, all the other bees will look after themselves. And then what happened? Why Mandana wanted this job? He wanted this job because he wanted to get married. And unless and until he had a job, nobody was ready to marry their daughters to him. And why was Mandana very happy that day? And the moment the narrator said that, if he intends to marry, then maybe he had to write his wedding invitation too. To which when Mandana heard these words, he became very happy and he displayed all his 32 teeth in great happiness. He hoped that the narrator's auspicious words would come true soon, as it was uttered early in the morning. So basically, Mandana was very eager to marry. He wanted to marry, and he was very happy when the author said that he had to write his marriage invitation. And then he Mandana says that his friend Lakshmana, who was of his age, he was already married, and he even had a child, but that's because he was a Vokaliga. But here Mandana was struggling to get married. That's it. Thank you.